And it... Right. Stop talking. Did you want to write something? I'll use them on for the next. Let's see how we get on. Right. Okay. So, we are doing the crow again. Been practicing, Joe? Been practicing lessons? Mel, you need 2 blocks. You need 2 blocks. So, what I was saying before is I like this suggestion of doing an asana until we've kind of perfected it or we can't go anymore.
Or we just can't do it.
Oh, you can't do it. No, so I guess what I need to say is it's been a teaching lesson, it's been a lesson for me as well, because sometimes I go too hard too soon, and I need to give people a build up, because you could end up losing confidence for that, and I don't want that to happen. But I think with crow pose, you've got a thing called baby crow, and I'll demo it in a minute. And we're going to go through that as well tonight, because some people might find that easier. Personally, I don't, hence why I went for the main crow, and I'll explain why. But the other thing is, actually, people may not just want to do crow because their wrists are too sore. You know, people may not want to balance. So I have to make sure you get an alternative to do. And sometimes when there's a lot of people trying to balance and you're not wanting anyone to face plant, you kind of, it's hard to concentrate on one person sometimes, right? But I have seen a massive improvement with everyone. Even if you're not going into crow, the micro improvements are up there, and I've seen it every week. But the other thing I was going to say was freaking menopause brain. Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh my God, it's getting worse and worse every single day. Go into a room, you're like... So we're going into baby crow. I will show you that, but I've given you 2 blocks. You need one for a set of asanas that I'll show you in a minute. But we're going to have the blocks as to put our head on, rather than you having like something in front of you just in case you face plant. I will give you the blocks, and what it's done is taught me really, actually, let's do this slower. So the next asana we do, I will really start at the Billy basics and build up in the correct manner, okay? So I am learning with you, so I appreciate your patience with me on it. That's what I was going to say. So, and the reason why I was going to say this, because I looked at you, Mel, and I thought, it's something to do with Mel, but I can't remember. So I'm sitting there, and I always bang on about your yoga being your practice. It's a practice because that's what we're doing, but it's your sessions to do your own thing. And there's me harping on about, get your elbow under there. Do you know what? If you want your elbows there, bloody well have your elbows there. I'm not going to, unless it's a safety thing, I'm not going to tell you to do something else, alright? What I'll do is perfect how you want me to do it, and then I'm going to try this instead, alright? So, and I know you do that, Mel, don't you? And I appreciate that that's how you want to do it, you know? So, lots of lessons. Anyway, so baby crow, right? So instead of being, and baby crow can help in a number of ways, because you're not on your wrists, but you are on your forearms and you're on your shoulders, right? So baby crow is shoulder width apart. And you're coming in, you're walking in, and basically you're putting your arms on your legs there, and then lifting up like so. Now, that to me is like you're scrunching yourself right up, you know, you haven't got the necessary space. Oh, no, the space to really, and you end up like, you might just collapse. But we're going to have a go of it, because someone actually might go, well, I prefer that.
It's less visible between your feet.
But it's less. Now, if you are really struggling with all of it, just go into child's pose and come up, come forward, go back, come forward and strengthen your arms that way. So you are still kind of, or you could come up like this, which we're going to do anyway, and just strengthen. Everything we do is a build up and a strengthening. But I'm going to start, now because time's ticking on and we've got a lot to get through. Right, so if you'd like to, are there any questions before we go on? No? We'll give space for the crow, so you'll be able to ask any questions at that point. Right, come into your easy pose. I'm just going to get me a couple of bricks. And what I would like you to do is begin by setting yourself into a physical position for easy posing for our grounding. And we do that by get the fleshy parts of your bum kind of walk backwards so you can feel your sit bones on here. That's not too loud. Just make sure your knees are nice and comfortable, your hips are relaxed. I just want to do a quick body scan. So from the top to the bottom, from the crown of your head to the root chakra, just allow yourself to close your eyes. Just have a little scan, and if you feel any tension, just needs to be literally 10-second scan. Is there any tension? If there is, just allow the breath to relax where that tension lies. I'm just going to come round to have a little look at your posture. The next thing I'm going to want you to do is take a nice deep breath in, lengthen up the spine, and then just relax your shoulders. And just allow yourself to now connect with the breath. So once you've got the physical side, you can really connect with that breath. You notice if you're shallow breathing. And if you are, just deepen the breath. And I just want you to allow the thoughts of the day just to pass on. Drop the thoughts or anything that's happened to you today, and you feel like you just want to release it. Okay? This is a perfect time to do that. So you ground yourself. And I'd like to set an intention for this lesson. We know our peak asana is going to be our crow pose. But maybe you're here for different reasons. If you just set that now, it will ensure that this lesson is kept in line with your intention. So open up your eyes we're just going to inhale. Let's take the arms up. Extend the arms up above your head. Bring the palms together. And as we exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Bring the gaze down towards the floor, just allowing you a nice stretch in the back of the neck. And then we're going to go up again on the next inhale. And then exhale down, following the gaze of your hand to the heart center. Inhale, rise again. And then exhale down. Alright. And then what we're going to do is inhale, bring the neck up, and then exhale, right leg to the right shoulder. Inhale, rise, left ear to the left shoulder. We're going to circle the head, the neck towards the chest. Coming up, and then around the other side. Until you come up into a neutral posture. Inhale, let's bring those shoulders right up to the ears. And then take them back and down. Alright, really drop those shoulders down. Remember, that's how you want them in most of the asanas. Not like that. Like that. Okay, inhale up again. And most of us are kind of hunched over through the day, so let's get these shoulders back and feel the stretch in the pectorals. Back, squeezing the shoulder blades back again. Okay, inhale, let's take the arms up and we're going to laterally flex to the right. Inhale, right, flex to the left. Inhale up, down, nice and dynamic. One more on the other side, and then we're going to inhale, bring both arms up, and I'm going to twist to the right. Inhale, rise up, twist to the left. Couple on each side. Inhale up, twist to the other side. Inhale up. And you notice we're moving through all planes of movement. Alright, connect with your core. Connect with your core. I do want to talk about boulders one time, and I'm going to attempt to do it next week. Alright, you know, when I say engage the core, it's basically saying engage the boulders. Let's leave that to next week. I will explain, but it goes along the line of engage the core by really bringing it in. Like you know when you go out in your best outfit, and you're feeling a bit bloated maybe, and you're trying to keep it in, trying to keep the belly in, but you're not stopping breathing, are you? So you're still holding that belly in, so you're engaging the core, but you're still breathing nicely, alright? We've all done it. Or you put pants on one or two. Okay, what I would like you to do now is go to the right, keep that engaged, pull to the front, and to the other side, and then up to the rear, keep it engaged. Keep it engaged. Alright, it's really important core strength. One more clockwise little move, or you guys might go anti-clockwise, and coming up, and go the other way. Come on to our hands and knees. I would like you to just drop back, tuck the toes under, and just flick out the wrists. And I would like you to do this for about 10 seconds until you feel it kind of burning, or heat, as we say, the heat rising in the forearms, not burn. Alright? And that's just getting those muscles activated. Alright, now just start moving the wrists around and the other way. Alright, coming onto your fours. Let's do a little bit of wrist work before we go into cat-cow. So take your hands out to each side of the mat, and we're just going to go side to side. Get those wrists warmed up, strengthened. Alright. And then we're going to come in, turn the wrists, so palms are face down, fingers are facing you. Alright? And we're just going to come back and forth, rock back and forth. Alright? So this is flexibility. Okay. And then we're going to place the hands down again. And for 10 times, we're going to bring the palms up off the mat. So, just count your 10. And you will feel some heat at some point in the forearms. That's perfectly okay. Activating those muscles. Alright, there we go. If you've reached 10, I've lost count. Then we're going to inhale, bring the belly down into a cow pose. Exhale into cat pose. Just pay attention to the shoulders, what's happening to the shoulders. Engage the core, what's happening to the core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's come into a neutral posture. Alright, once again, we're going to warm up the hips. So we're going to bring the right knee up to the right elbow. Engage the core, we're going to take it wide, and then just circle the leg around. Okay, so you're just moving the hip, not your whole body. And do this about 3 or 4 times. When you're ready, just bring your leg down. And then bring your left leg up. Once you're ready, out to the side, and then down. So when we're doing crow pose, what's important? Strength for the arms, the shoulders, the back, and the core. Also, it's important for the hamstrings to be flexible, your back to be flexible. So we're going to kind of work on that today. All right, what I'd like you to do is take socks off, push up into your downward dog. When you're ready, and just walk out the downward dog, bringing your knees in one by one. Just getting nice and warm. Alright. Figuring out your position, spread those fingers. Every time you put your hands down, spread the fingers out. Alright? The crow needs you to dig those pinkies in. Relax your shoulders. Remember, you've got to bring your shoulders down. Alright? Okay, when you're ready, just start to walk forward towards your hands, into a half forward fold. In, exhale, full forward fold. Just allow yourself to bend your knees if you need to. Coming up, let's go back. Exhale, hands to okay, coming into our sun salutations, so you may want to take your warm stuff off. Ready? And then it could just flow nicely, alright? So coming into our Tadasana, tuck the tailbone in, bring your shoulder blades back and down. When you're ready. Connect with the ground, spread the toes. Feel you here on the mat. I feel nice and high. Inhale, exhale, right. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant palms down. Let's step back into plank. Let's get this plank nice and sturdy before we take the knees down. Exhale, bring the chest down, elbows back and inside, stuck to the body. And then inhale to Sphinx pose. Exhale back to downward dog. So come up by the knees if you need to first. Lovely. And once again, just press down on the heels. However you wish to do that, other side for now. Or just press them down. And start to walk forward, step forward. Or jump forward into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. So allow yourself to gaze through your legs. Rocking the head down, and then coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and easy, nice and steady. All the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a breath on your next breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down, forward folding. I'm just going to start watching people. Drop the head down. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant palms. Step back into plank. Get your plank position first, the bums down, engage the core, the butt and the thighs. And take your knees down. And then as we exhale, bring your chest down. Elbows backwards, back, back, back. And inhale, rise, cobra. Or squeeze. And back to downward dog. We're going to inhale to get the right leg up to the side. Bend in the knee, come all the way through, second between your hands. Going to go to crescent lunge, take the left knee down to the floor. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge. And bring the hips forward on your out breath. I think we've just done that. Remember, tuck that tailbone in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Bring your hands down. Come back into our downward dog. And inhale, take left leg up to the sky. Bring your knee through. Hold that core. Coming, stacking in between your hands. Let's take the right knee down. Inhale, rise. And forward with the hips. Tuck that tailbone in. You should feel it on the hip flexors. Inhale. As we exhale, forward. Inhale. Forward. And inhale. Exhale. We're going to meet the right to the left. So step forward, right to the left, half fold, exhale, full forward fold. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Take a breath. And one breath. Inhale, rise up, extend into mountain pose. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, palms down, step back. Nice job. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Take the knees down if you need to, or come down. And that's down the dog, slowly rise. No, we'll do it again. And I've done it wrong. Some salutation. Inhale, let's take right leg up to the sky. And bring it through, warrior one. Stack in between your hands. Inhale, rise. Forward with the hips. Inhale, up, straighten up the front leg. Forward with the hips. Inhale, straighten up. Forward with the hips. And bring your hand down, back to downward dog. Inhale, rise to the left. Raise the left leg up, bring it all the way through. Step in between the hands and rise to warrior one. Feel that power in warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your hands down. And we're just going to step through right to meet the left into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Sorry, I was supposed to do a classical one there. We're going to do it again anyway at some point. Exhale, hands to heart centre. Okay, have some water. I want to explain the first three asanas of this sequence while you're having your water, while you're having your breath. So you can place the blocks where you need to. Alright, so the first one is planting down the right foot, coming up, taking the left over the right knee, sitting back which is a half chair pose. Okay, so we're opening up the hips, stretching the IC band. And then we're going to come up, bring this forward, back into warrior three. Once we're happy with that, we're going to take the block and then twist the opposite direction to your left. Alright? So make sure the block is there. Do you know what? I was like, I haven't got the book open, I don't know what's next. Can't remember. Alright, so equally it's flowing, it's fluid. Alright? So when you're ready, coming into your Tadasana, right foot down, pick a point on the wall that you can focus on. You might use the arm to place the foot on, you may not. So inhale. As we exhale, we're going to just bend in, bring that left leg up. Take the left leg over the right knee, not on, just above. Or if you're not happy with that, just do it below, not actually on the knee. And then as we exhale, we're going to sit back and bring hands to heart center. That's all right. Everyone loves a good wobble. If you fall out, just go straight back in. And the more you kind of sit back, the more stretch, or you open up your hips. But equally, we don't want the knee to be going forward or having pressure on the knee. So inhale, rise, bring the knee up. We're going to go back into warrior three. So either come out the side with your arms or straight on up. You might feel that heat rising in your right leg. Breathe through it, breathe it out. Ooh, comes there. All right. Then take the hands down, left hand, and then we're going to twist to the right. Now, once again, this can look like however you want it to look. So if you're not happy about bringing your leg up, just take the left leg down to the mat and twist like so. We're going to attempt to get these arms in line as best as we can. I better take my mat back. So right, breathe through the heat, breathe through the heat. Okay, so for the video's sake, Mel, that's half moon, you're revolving the half moon. So you've got the right leg, you're turning towards the right, so you're twisting the half moon. So it should be your left leg up, your right leg down, and then you twist to the right. Everyone else come out of it, that's fine. All right. And when you're ready, place the left to meet the right, and just fall into a forward fold. All right. So we are taking the pressure off that one leg, and just come into counteract that pose. Breathe. And this is only for a couple of breaths, okay? Then we're going to move through a vinyasa. So inhale, rise to a half fold, plant the palms down, step back into plank. If you need to put your knees down, please do so. If not, inhale as we exhale, make sure the elbows are in. Coming down into chaturanga, moving up into cobra. Exhale back to downward. Nice. Alright, so we're in downward dog. We're going to come up, we're going to go into a forearm plank. But let's go into plank first. So come up onto your toes, body wave, round off the spine, coming into our plank. And then we're going to drop down. So you can either drop down, like so, come forward, drop down, or just do it one by one. And we're going to stay in this for 5 breaths. Give yourself that relaxation. Make sure your elbows are shoulder width apart, okay? If they're too wide, then you're going to have an imbalance. So bring those elbows in where you can. All right, and now we're going to come back up. So you can either do it one by one, or you can come up on both and bring the wrists under the elbows. And then we're going to push into our downward dog. Give yourself a little bit. Okay, inhale, let's take the right leg up. Bring your knee through. I would like you to make room for your knee to come through. Hold, and then we're going to bring the foot through. Let's go into a crescent lunge. So take that left knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward with the hips. And we're just going to leave this crescent lunge here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, as we exhale, we're going to take the hands down. We're going to take the right foot to the outside and press away with the knee. If you want a little bit extra, this leg can come up, and all this is doing is giving your hip flexors a little bit more. Okay? It's entirely up to you. It's also by coming up, you're creating the power in hamstrings. Alright? Okay. And release there. Now we're going to go into pigeons. So grab your block. If you want it, of course, place your block. Bring your foot in and just lay your right leg into pigeon. So parallel to the front of the mat. And then you can walk, square off the hips, and then walk the other knee backwards, placing your butt cheek or your thigh onto the block. Now, what you could do, if you're not completely happy, bring that left knee towards the edge of the mat. That's it, yeah? You're still opening up the hips, but you're just working to your own capability. All right. Okay, we're just going to sit here. I would like you to breathe and become a wet noodle. Just allow yourself to relax. I tend to get a little bit tense. Not that relaxed though. Place your hands in front. Inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to bring the chest down. We're going to then come upwards. If you want a little bit more, you can go down. Ooh. Unfortunately, my right hamstrings, not great. By doing this, you can actually test the strength of your glutes and your hands. It's quite a good little move, okay? And then, we'll do that 3 times. If you've already done it, come down and then relax yourself into the position. Once again, if you want a little bit more, you can bring the other leg upwards and allow that hip flexor stretch as well as opening up the front hips. Okay? Now, you might want to, if you sit up, you'll be able to grab that leg. That's it. Alright? But once again, everyone to their own capabilities, their own wants, their own needs. Okay? Alright. And it's good to stay in this pigeon for some time because it really does open up those hips and helps the IT band. Alright, if your leg's up, drop your leg, place your palms, just rise up, place your palms down. I'm going to slowly come back into a downward dog, however that looks for you. Maybe tabletop first, and then up to downward dog, or straight there, using the core strength. Okay, in your downward dog, you'll go into dolphin pose. So all we're going to do is lower the elbows down, but when you lower the elbows down, keep them shoulder width apart, okay? Your head is hovering above the mat, and you're going to start to forward until your hips are over your shoulders. And then it's a matter of giving yourself 5 breaths. In, right, so the head should be on the mat, it should be hovering over the mat. okay? Unless you want to go into headstand as well. Okay. Please use your blocks as well. Remember, you've got your blocks there. Place your hands on. Clearly, and that just raises you up so you can actually come up. Honestly, never be afraid to use these bad boys. I use them all the time at home, practicing on my own. They are a godsend. Because you think, I can't get into that, but if I use these blocks, it'd be great. Alright, and what we're going to do now is just rock the knees down and go into child's pose. Just for a couple of breaths so you can reset yourself. But not for long because we're going to sort out and then the next phase. Alright. Okay, a couple more breaths. And push up into your downward dog. And we're just going to step forward towards our hands, coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hands together and then straight into a classical sun south. So we're moving into a chair pose. Inhale up, exhale forward fold. Remember your breath. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the body down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, take the right leg back to the sky, bring it all the way through, stack in between your hands, moving up into warrior one. Inhale, rise, exhale, plant the palms down, come back to plank. Plank. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw your body forward and down to chaturanga. This is fast moving because it is meant for a little bit of cardio. Then inhale to the left, leg up to the sky, bring it through, step in between your hands, coming up into our warrior one. Alright, cardio. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hands down. I'm going to step forward, right to meet the left, sweep up into a chair, and coming out vertically, or coming up nice and straight into our take 5 breaths. A little bit fast, but it's good to have that bit of cardio in, alright? Remember, every time you do chaturanga, you strengthen those shoulders. Ready. So we're going to move through the next sequence exactly the same, but we're not going to then do a vinyasa after. We're going to do a couple of core exercises. Alright? You're like, no, please, let's do vinyasa. Hey, cool. Alright. Remember to place your block on the opposite side this time. Alright. Okay. So, inhale, sweep the floor. Bringing your right foot up, and then as we exhale, we're going to bring the foot onto where, just above the knee, and then sit back. Hands to heart centre at that point. Great balancing, ladies. Great balancing. Okay. Inhale, rise, bring the knee up again. Keep focused, and then take it back into warrior three. Nice and easy, nice and controlled. Keep that balance. You've got it. You've got it. Great, great balancing. Excellent. Alright. Take your right hand down, and then we're going to twist to the left. Now, it's tough on me. Nice and nice. Nice and left. Excellent. Once again, once you feel the burning, you might kind of think, I don't know, come out of this. Keep it there. Keep it there. Listen, Are you right? Yeah. Listen, if your foot only comes up like that, or even leave your foot on the ground and twist, it is probably better than you trying to attempt to do that and not being able to sort of stay with it, okay? It's a tough old move this, but everyone's doing super. Alright, and bring your left hand down and swing your body down into forward fold and just let yourself drop, relax, releasing. Well done everyone. Alright, and we are moving now through vinyasa. So plant the palms down, let's step back into it. Remember, take your knees down. Alright, come forward, slowly down into chaturanga, and then push up into our cobra right down, and then back to down. This time, on your next in breath, we're going to raise the left leg up to the sky. Bring it through, place in between your hands. Crescent lunge, so let's take up. No, we're not. We're going to go back into three-legged dog. So coming up, drop the left leg down, because I got it wrong, on my pointy toes, coming into our plank. Move your hands forward slightly and drop your elbows down into forearm plank. Sorry, Joe, I know. Don't worry, we're going to push back up into downward dog in about 3 more breaths. Okay, remember, go to the knees if you need to. Push up. Onto your hands again, one by one if you need to. Rearrange your hands and push back into your downward dog. This time we are going to inhale, take the left leg up to the sky. Bring it all the way through, step in between our hands. Drop the right knee down, inhale, rise. And forward with the hips. We're going to take the left foot out to the side and push out with the knee. The sole of the foot might come off the floor, that's absolutely fine. If you are able to, and it's available to you today without getting cramp. That's not it. Okay, so only go to what your body's capable of. And open up those hips. Okay, and bring your right foot down if you've got it. We're going to come into our pigeon. So once again, we are opening up the hips again. So if you want to go back into child's pose, just reset, come back out again and into your pigeon. Remember, if your pigeon is a little bit tricky, just bring your knee out to the side. Alright, but square off where you can. Okay? Square those hips off. Alright, hands out in front. Inhale. As we exhale, pull down. Inhale, rise. Once again, if you need a bit of extra challenge, come down. It's not happening with me today. Alright, I'm just giving you options. Come down again. One more up. And on the next one, that's when you can relax down into your pigeon. If you wish, you could bring that right leg up. It's just giving options. Okay? Just make sure everything's aligned. Okay, couple more breaths. And we're going to come back into our downward dog. So on your next inhale, rise up, and then push back into your downward dog. So just give yourself a bit of rest in this position, bit of a reset before, we can rock the elbows down into our dolphin. Remember, on the forearms, move forwards. Remember, use your blocks. There you can. Engage the core. Okay. So what I would like you to do is really place your attention on the core. Alright? You've got this, girls. Honestly, it may seem hard. Breathe through it when you can, okay? Can you walk forward a little bit more? Can you bring those hips over the shoulders? Alright. And just walk back out. And let's come into our child's pose. Alright? We're going to do a little bit more and then go into the crow. And if you need to, just shake out your wrists. Okay, you can't go in for long, right? Only because I don't want to get you too settled. So come up onto your knees. We're going to come into your plank. What I would like you to do now is take the left foot, step it through outside your left hand. Now, we're going to step the right foot through into a squat. If you struggle with this, just go down onto your knees or something and flip through. But it just kind of needs a little bit of, yeah. And just place your hands out in front. And then when you're ready, come up. Step back with the left foot into plank, step back with the right. We're going to do it one more time, but taking the right foot through first. So, coming through, step, right? And then step left into our squat. Okay? Alright. And place your hands down, go back into plank. We're going to drop the knees down onto the mat, square off your hands, stack your shoulder over your wrist. Make sure the fingers are spread. What's going to happen now is you're going to bring the knees off the mat, engage the core, and you're just going to lean forward, bending into the elbows, coming back. I'm going to do that 3 times. Bending into the elbows, come back. Once again, bending into the elbows, come back. Place the knees down. Sorry. Take your hands forward and then just drop down, leaving the hips high. Drop down into your pelvis. Breaths. Couple more. Alright. And come up, walk your hands back, come onto your butt. So swing your legs round. Draw your bum forward. Oh, I hate doing this. Get your balance first. Bring the legs up. Use your arms if you need to. Coming into boat pose. Don't do this with weights on. We're going to lower down. I can't do it because I've got weights. We're going to lower down and then rise up. But I want us to take the legs down and the arms coming up using like the crow pose. Alright? Lower down. Coming up. Squeezing. Last one. And then squeeze. I bet you're like, I didn't think this was hip training. Alright, release there.
Stay down.
It's okay. As I said, this is your practice. Okay, so if 2's enough for you, 1's enough for you. Perfect. Right. Baby crow, then big crow. And we're going to do a few relaxing. We're going to be we always are. Be alright. Okay. So, baby crow. What I'd like you to do is come into table. Alright. I would like you to place your forearms down. Make sure it's hip width apart. Alright. If you want, you can put a block just there. You can place a block there. You can place a block on your toes. But what I would like you to do is, looking at your block, you're then going to come forward. You're going to end up leaning forward, so the centre of gravity goes forward, right? You're going to come up, bring your knees up, engage the core, walk forward and put your knees on. And when you can't go anymore, you're just going to bring your feet up. I just want you to have a go, right? And you'd be like, no, give me big crow, full on crow, any day. Right, your gaze should be looking directly down at the mat, not the crown or the head on the floor, directly at the mat. So this is where you probably best put in your blocks here, if I'm brutally honest with you, because you'd be like, how am I going to get like that? So raising your arms up will actually be a lot better. Go for it, girls. I'll have a look, see how you get on. Right, once again, okay, let's talk through it. So we do it all at the same time. Okay, place the forearms on the deck, on your mat, right? They should be shoulder width apart, so just check for that. We're got our knees stacked and fingers stacked. But in order for you to come forward, you're going to have to kind of come in this kind of position. And then we're going to move forward until you can't move forward anymore. Then the centre of gravity comes and you're forward. And the only thing to counteract is your feet. It's horrendous, isn't it? Right. Okay, I thought I'd let everyone off go because so you can find out for yourself. Joe, not yet.
No, I'm not doing it, but I'm just testing which is easier.
Alright, thank God for that. After last week, I'm like nervous as. Alright, what I would like you to do is place your blocks in front. So whether you have got one of these, you can kind of dictate how high you want this to go. What you want is to lean your head on here. Alright, so for me that seems perfectly fine. Crow, remember, plant your hands down first and foremost. Bring the elbows inwards because you're going to take them back, but you need them nice and strong, okay? We then walk up, so squatting. However that we're going to do that, we can have your feet together or we can have them apart. You can have your knees around or you can have them like this. What I'd like you to do is just move forward, get used to where you want the block. So actually, I want that to move forward slightly. Then, I want you to go as far as you can until you can't go anymore. And then, press down and bring your feet up one by one. I'm hoping that the blocks here would be magic. Remember that core, engage the core. As soon as you come forward, remember what you do in plank, you engage the core, don't you? And then that will be, that's your stabiliser, right? Because your centre of gravity is moving forward. Your brake is the abs and the fingers. And your stabiliser is coming up. Alright? Mel, put your hands, they can't be in line with your block. They've got to be back because remember you're going forward, aren't you? Alright, so just have a little go, see how Yes. Yes. Bring your butt down. Right, okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't realise what's going on here. Your forehead on there, not the top of your head. Remember, you and me going into some sort of handstand. Yeah, so you might want to just do that. Adjust, test and adjust. Remember, hands first. Remember, hands first, first then spread the fingers. Get your elbows, bring your elbows in, strong elbows. So you, your hands need to come back a little bit, or the blocks need to go forward. So I'm going to, hands down, back a little bit. Right. Feet. Knees into wherever they need to go. Engage the core. Bend into the elbows. Dig in the pinkies. Get your head on the bottoms first. And when you're comfortable, that's when you bring your legs up. Okay? Slow it down. Slow it right down. Slow it down. So, you need to come back slightly to make sure you hit that properly, okay? You've got it. Honestly, it's almost there. Everybody's nice job. It's right. So, forehead, up and down. Go forward first. Go forward, Joe, you almost got it. Go forward first. Right, yeah. Right. No, don't look at me. When you're pushing this and you feel your feet to the side, that's when you release one at a time. Okay, you've got it. You've got it. But I think, let's have a look now. 2 minutes. Bring your leg, bring it back. That's the one. That's the one. Get your balance first, get your head, forehead, so you're still looking down, that's it. So when you come around then, go for back roll. So you go as forward as you can, till you come up that one's down, yes. Go right, ready? Hands down, bring them back, okay? Bring them right back. Feet, so those fingers. See my push them right to my nails? Yeah? Right. Now I want you to go forward as much as you can, touch your head on there, and then you can go up and more forward. Raise that core, and then slowly one at a time. Honestly, bring your hands around and make sure you have it. That's it. Right, you can't go any further forward, so go back. That's it, that will make you go. Okay? Rather than push it down. Notice that you're really going forward like you are, because it's just your head, you're looking down at the gaze. And then you just simply can't go any further, so you have to go. Keep going. Massive improvement. All because you've got some blocks in front. Because it's taking that balance so you don't have to completely balance. How do you do this?
I find that incredible.
Alright.
I find I can hold it now, but then when just like start getting my third breath and trying to get into my breath control, it's the friction on my arm starts burning. Not in a burning muscle way, it feels frozen.
Your core's not engaged.
Yeah.
Your core
It must be the first third breath I start thinking my core.
I think what happens when I'm in, I might as well just release. You release, but you don't release. Remember when I said to you, you're going out in your best outfit, right? you've still got this engaged. You're looking a bit red. But you still be allowed to breathe. Alright? Notice that's essentially, Sam, you're going out to the club and you're like, I'm pissing off, so I don't care. It's that where you've got to keep the discipline of the core at all times, alright? Because as soon as you don't, but it's about learning to keep that core but still breathing.
I always find when you put the knees a bit on the outside of the thigh when you get the balance between, because you push your arms out and
And that's the other thing, bringing those in. There's so much to think about, isn't there? Alright. Oh my god, we're almost there though. I'm like, I feel we need one more week on this, and then I think we're going to smash it, but we'll see. I'll let everyone give me a bit of feedback after. Okay, what we're going to do is counteract this pose now. What I would like you to do is, we've been rounding up the spine, so let's go into a bit of twisting. Let's go into a bit of a twist. So, all I'd like you to do is roll onto your backs, bring your knees up, take your arms out, and I'm just going to twist to the right. Make sure that you are twisting nicely. Everything's got a right angle. Heels not too close to the butt. And then we'll have a happy baby before we go to the other side. But stay on there for a minute. Just give yourself 10 breaths here. Okay? Just going to take these bad boys off. Okay. So, once you've done your 10 breaths, lift the knees up, keep them bent. Now we're going to part the knees, grab the soles of the feet, and just bring your knees to your, well, might as well do crow upside down, wouldn't we? No, in fact, I'll tell you what, straighten up the legs. Straighten up the legs, and we'll just do a bit of, let the legs just hang. Mel, straighten up the legs, just let them hang, so you're just releasing anything into the lymphatic system. Okay. Press, just make sure even the core's still engaged at this point, and just press the lower back into the mat, alright? Usually this is called legs up the wall, but this is just as nice. And just put a bend into the knees and just move on to the other side. While we're doing that, I'm just going to collect the blocks in, so just quickly. And just at this point, I would like you to just keep relaxing the breath. Allow yourself to bring your nervous system back into a pleasant state. You've got control. Well done. Looking fine. Right, okay, bring your knees up, just give yourself a nice tuck into the chest, and then allow yourself a big stretch out. Put your warm clothes on and prepare for your final asana in corpse pose. All right. yourself really heavy on the mat. Relaxing the head. Relaxing the eyes. All the small muscles around your face and your jaw. And relaxation falls down over your neck. Releasing muscles and the nerves. All the way over the shoulders. Bringing that warmth of relaxation all the way down to your fingertips. Now relaxation is now moving down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Relaxation is followed over your hips down to the tips of your toes. Immersing your body in full relaxation. Your body is now feeling the most relaxed it's ever felt. It's feeling the heaviest it's ever felt because it's so relaxed. And your mind is just clear of any unwanted, unnecessary thoughts. And if there's still some, just allow them to pass. Just think of something that you are truly grateful for. Just bring up that image, if you can, and associate it with a feeling, and just notice where that feeling is coming from. Just allow that feeling to expand to the top of your head, to the tips of your toes. Just expand as big as it can to the edges of your body and outside. Immersing yourself in this feeling. Okay. Start moving your fingertips and your toes and your eyelids. And on your next in-breath, give yourself a nice big stretch above your head. And when you're ready, come onto your right side. Give yourself a bit of self-love. Whether that's a hug, a stroke on your arms, or just telling yourself you are so strong. That little mantra. And when you're ready, come into a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you, self, for coming to your mat this evening. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Honestly, so much improvement every week. It's fantastic to see. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to help you learn more. Anyway, namaste. Have a wonderful week. And I hate to rush you to class because I'm a crap at time. I reckon the boys like. She's back again. Yeah. I don't, honestly, at Panacea when I teach there, the way that's like the class all day long.